Back once again with the Renegade Master. Welcome back, gang. Jayhuahua here, and today it's another Football Manager 2022 simulation, and this one's entitled, I don't even know what it's called yet. We've not even thought of a title. You'll know because of the thumbnail, you'll know because of the video. Let's get straight to it. It's all about money. Yes, so here we go, gang. We are in Sky Bet League 2, and the premise of this video is a cash lump sum better than having a sugar daddy owner? So, for the purposes of this experiment, let me consult my notes. The sugar daddy teams here in League 2 are Northampton, Barrow, Newport, Harrogate, Forest Green and Oldham. The teams that have been given a cash injection, which is a one-off £1 billion payment, it is Tranmere, Leyton Orient, Rochdale, Hartlepool, Carlisle and Sutton. So what we're going to do is we're going to simulate 50 years into the future, and we're going to see how all these 12 teams have got on. Are they all still in League 2? Have they dropped down a division? Are they all rocking around in the Premier League? Well, let's find out. So the year is 2072. It's the 1st of August, and well, the first thing we see is this. It's the subscribe button. If you haven't clicked it already, do it. Click the notification bell so you get notified as soon as all of these lovely simulations and other content that I produce drops. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like on the video. So, what we're going to do first is we're just going to go and have a look in the English Premier Division and see if anyone's knocking around there. Oh, Derby are up there. Fulham. Hartlepool. Hartlepool were one of the benefactors, as were Sutton. So instantly we're looking at Hartlepool and Sutton, who both had a cash lump sum of £1 million. Hartlepool, how have you been doing? So view history. So in 2021-22, they were in League 2. They finished 21st, then 22nd. Then they started to go mid-table. Then they went back down to 22nd. Then they got to League 1. Then they got to the Championship, yo-yoed a bit. Then the Championship, they were there for a while. They've yo-yoed. They have yo-yoed, but basically they've been relegated a couple of times. But each time they've been relegated, they've come straight back. Since the mid-2050s. So for the last 20 years, Hartlepool have been a bit of a mid-table staple in the Premier Division, finishing 7th twice. And they've won an FA Cup. They beat Man City in the FA Cup in the 2058-59 season. Well played, Hartlepool. Let's have a quick look at their transfer history. And as you can see, very little happened in the first, 20 years? Here we go. Josh Precious. Paul Heaven. Here we go. So what's that? About 2030. I mean, look at this. In recent times, 130 million spent, 142 million received. They've become very much a buying and selling club. Buying players from Inter Milan, Man United. Decent players as well. Hartlepool have had a reasonable time of it. They also won the Community Shield. I assume that's after they won the FA Cup. So they've become a mid-table Premier Division side. They finished lower mid-table quite a lot. They've snuck into Europe a couple of times. They failed Sky Bet Championship financial fair play regulations in 2038. Luke Peters floated on the stock exchange. They failed Sky Bet League 1 financial fair play twice. And they failed League 2 financial fair play regulations. Well, you didn't really do anything in the early years. I'm not sure how they've managed that. Anyway, it took them a while, but they finally got up to being a Premier Division club. Let's move on. Sutton United. They've won the Sky Bet Championship 5 times. They've won League 1. It looks like Sutton are much more of a yo-yo club. They have become the Norwich City. Yeah, look at this. They have been, well, have a look, won't we? Domestic leagues. So they have been relegated promoted, relegated, promoted, all the way back. A couple of seasons in the Premier Division, scraping by in the 2063-64 season. And then getting relegated the following season. We got promoted here. So they're going up as champions a lot. And then they're coming back down. 17th. 13th here. 16th. 19th. 19th. A long time in the Championship. Longest stint was in the Championship. They yo-yoed from the League One to the Championship once. They've become a yo-yo team of Sutton United. That's all there is to say about it. They've become a yo-yo team. So hands down, as you can see here, they've made a lot of sales, made a lot of signings. I mean, look at this: £164 million spent. Oh, £217 million of players they brought in. Maddie Mendy, who went to Everton, who's now gone to Atletico Madrid. Sutton paid $15.25 million from Man City, who paid $35 million. Sutton have had an absolute stormer here. Bought him for $15.25 million, meaning a $20 million loss for City, and then they sold him for $49. Looks like he was bought in the January. So he spent a season and a half there, didn't set the world on fire. The highest transfer fee paid is, they're paying $41 million here. From Hartlepool, no less. Yeah, some big signings, 44, 45. Very unsure. And a part exchange with him. What an unfortunate name. Yeah, let's have a quick look at Hartlepool's records, transfers. So the highest transfer fee paid, they're spending $46 million here, Flavien Ribière. 28.5. They're not doing bad. They're spending in the mid-20s. And they're getting in the 30s. Ezekiel Fernandez went to PSG. I mean, doesn't look that good. Get 35 million for him is pretty good. Yeah, they got 40 million for him going to Sutton. Tunkai Eidegan, who's now 33, it's difficult to say, but again, now contracted to Napoli. They paid £54 million for him. Again, didn't set the world on fire. And he's moved on a couple of times. So we've had two of our teams that have had £1 billion are currently in the Premier Division. So here we are down in the Championship. Oh, Aston Villa are there. Carlisle are the 1 billion club. Leyton Orient, the 1 billion club. Rochdale, the 1 billion club. The only team that's not part of this so far is Tranmere. Barrow still in League 2. Northampton still in League 2. Newport still in League 2. Forest Green have been promoted to League 1. Oldham still down there. Right, so it turns out that the Sugar Daddy owned clubs have done absolutely sod all. So it looks like that the best method of getting promoted through the leagues is a big lump sum cash injection. Let's have a look how Carlisle have done. Have they ever made it to the Premier Division? They have. In the 2051-52 season, they went up for one season, automatically as well. And that's all they've managed to do. Again, spending decent amounts. Spending decent amounts on players. Leyton Orient were also there. They have also been in the Premier Division a couple of times. And look at this. They went to the Premier Division, finished dead bottom. A couple of playoffs and then got up again. And then dead bottom again. Playoffs. Then won the playoffs. And then they spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years in the Premier Division before going back down. And then had another cheeky little one season in the Premier Division. And then they've settled themselves in the Championship. Very much settled down in terms of transfers over recent years. This is where they've done most of their business in the 2040s and 50s. And that's where they were going into the Premiership. So that's pretty standard stuff, really. Rochdale. I'm aware we're rattling through these now a bit more. Oh, well, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an icon from for being a manager. Please do leave comments down below for anything that you may have seen that I have missed, because obviously there's only so much time to look through all of this stuff. Competitions. Yeah, so Rochdale have been up in the Premier Division a hell of a lot. God, they had spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the Premier Division, and they've yo-yoed a bit, and then they had a 10-year spell where they were in the league. So they've done really well for themselves of Rochdale. So we looked at Carlisle, we looked at Rochdale, we looked at Hartlepool and Sutton, who are in the Premier Division. Leyton Orient we've just seen. Tranmere, oh, they're in the Championship, I missed it. They've had one season in the Premier Division where they got 9 points. Wow, that was a dismal showing, Tranmere. So I'd say Tranmere are the least successful of the teams. The Premier Division, let's have a quick look at the past winners. Leicester City have rewritten history by winning the 2066-67 season. Go on, Leicester, and 49-50. Come on, Leicester City. But it's a Man City, Liverpool whitewash, really. United, Arsenal, Tottenham, City and Liverpool. Leicester have snuck in there. Arsenal, I mean, it's all Liverpool and City. Chelsea had a bit of a splurge in the 2020s. Not a lot really to say there. And how have we done internationally? Let's have a quick look at England. England are currently ranked 1st in the world. Dennis Lynch playing for Real Madrid is their top player. And wow, what a goalkeeper he is. Look at his polygon. I'm a simple man. Decent polygon. He is unbelievable. 44.5 million from Sunderland. Go on, Sunderland. For those of you who don't know, we've got a series currently with Sunderland on the channel, Road to Glory, where we're trying to become better than Newcastle United. Check it out. So England, in terms of competitions, they've won the World Cup in 22, 26, 38, 46, 50, 62 and 70. So 40 years of hurt, 30 years of hurt, 50 years of hurt, whatever you want to call it, 3 lines on the shirt. And then we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 World Cups in 48 years. The Euros, we've won 4 times, 28, 52, 60 and 68, coming runner-up in 2021, as we all know in real life, and 2032 in-game. Under 21s, yeah, they're doing all right. Under 20 World Cup, absolutely smashing it. Under 19 Championship, it's going on to a second line. They've won that many times. So England doing very well, and they've been, well, the last 10 years they've been 1st or 2nd. Currently managerless. Newcastle United, they've got a lot of money to begin with at the start of the game. They've got a sugar daddy owner. Lower mid-table. Have they had the funding scale back? Yasser Al-Rumayyan scales down funding in 2025. Well, there we go. Have a quick look at League 2. Right, Northampton. Competitions. Never got out of League 2. Oh, they have League 1. Yeah, they went up to League 1 a little bit. Kelvin Thomas scales down funding in 2025. Yeah, so this is the thing. The sugar daddies have probably all scaled down their funding. Let's have a quick look. Barrow. Yeah, 2025. Yeah, 2025. So literally 4 years they've had to try and do something, and it's just not happened, has it? So that is that experiment, gang. If there's anything else you want to see from this file, let me know in the comments down below. I can either reply or I can do another video if there's enough content that you want to see. Having said that, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for more, because I've got more simulations on the horizon and more things I want to discover. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon.